So how do you have more courage, especially when life is challenging and you're feeling a lot of fear? How do you develop more courage? Well, this is a really important question. Hi, my name is Mike Pettigrew. I'm a best-selling author and serial entrepreneur since 1987, and I help ordinary people achieve extraordinary goals, but probably not in the way you might think. So how do you develop more courage? How do you develop more courage when life is really frightening, when you're hitting a big crisis? Well, there are actually 4 types of fears that human beings experience. The first is loss of life. You're trying to protect yourself. That's a very, very important fear. Then there's loss pain, process pain, and outcome pain. So what are they? Well, loss pain is the fear of if you do something, you might lose something. Even if you achieve it, you might have to sacrifice other things. Then there's process pain, that maybe what you're taking on is going to be too difficult, and what's the point anyway if you're going to fail? And then outcome pain is that maybe life will change after you've achieved your goal. Once you've achieved that, things may not be greener the grass may not be greener on the other side. So these are 4 fears, 4 types of fears that we all experience as human beings. But most importantly here, courage is not the absence of fear. If you ask any soldier that runs out on the battlefield, machine guns blasting at them, if they feel fear, they will tell you that they most certainly felt fear before they ran. So courage is the ability to do things that you're fearful of, to do something that scares you, that you got to do. So how do you overcome fear? How do you become more courageous? Well, first, I think it's really helpful to write out 10 reasons why you must be more courageous. Because you're not going to develop courage unless you're motivated to. So you need to take out of your own mind, draw forth from your own mind 10 good reasons why you must be more courageous. And it's amazing the unlimited wisdom that we all possess within ourselves. And just by taking the time to come up with 10 reasons why you need to be more courageous, you'll find great reasons. They'll give you great motivation to be more courageous. And you know what? What you repeatedly choose becomes your reality. So if your nature is to be quite fearful, a lot of the time, over time, that can become even stronger. Unless you break the link in the chain, because our repeated thoughts and emotions create our beliefs, and our beliefs create our actions, and our actions create our results. And that just perpetuates unless we do something different. So as I say, what you repeatedly choose becomes your reality, or perpetuates your reality. So how can you change from fear to courage? Well, one amazing way of changing your inner state is using a gratitude exercise. I've mentioned this in many other videos, my crazy gratitude experiment, which I stumbled upon when I lost everything so many years ago and I couldn't even feed my family. Just by remembering a time in the past where I felt grateful for something very quickly, doing this every 30 minutes of the day, it's a lot. Very quickly, at the end of one day, I felt completely different. And I became very good at bringing up gratitude, just like that. Just simply remembering a time in the past where you felt deeply grateful. What it does is it unsticks you, and you cannot feel fear and gratitude, or fear and love, or fear and any other emotion at exactly the same time. It's just not possible. So what you do is you need to replace one with the other. You need to replace fear with gratitude, or love, or any other emotion. So you can do this, we can all do this, but as human beings we often get stuck in an emotion or a feeling which can perpetuate on, sometimes for years, unless you break the link in the chain, and then everything changes. What was once impossible suddenly becomes possible. So the effects of doing this over time are quite extraordinary. It means that each morning you can waken up, and instead of being fearful and being bogged down by all the world's problems and your problems, you can feel more aliveness and joy and energy. And that will affect your relationships, your career, all your circumstances. Everything changes when you change your inner state. what you're dominantly feeling most of the time. If you don't make that change, things just continue on the same what they were. So please make this change. You got to make this change. If you need more courage, just test what I just shared with you over the past. And if you are ready to take your life to a new level, to experience a far richer form of life and completely change your situation, check out my Ultimate Success Club at www.achievegoalsfast.com/USC.